Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back, and today we are going to be doing a bit of Daisy, give me your answer to I'm off crazy, or for the likes of you. And yeah, it's been a while since we worked on the car, but yeah, all ready to go. Just need to get myself some wax. I'm never well prepared, am I? So let me see if I can find a bit of wax, shall I? I don't know if I've got the wax. I have to pinch it for me. I've got to pinch some wax, guys. Got to pinch it. Okay, cool. So, yeah, today we're going to focus on the one colour here. I want to really try and sort this A colour out if we can. And I have noticed that we forgot to do some up here, which is that part there. So we'll get some of that done now and get that all sorted out. So yeah, can I just give a shout out to Debbie Gets Crafty, who very kindly said, hope I'm okay. I was in a bit of agony last night with my mouth because I've recently had a tooth extraction, and it was quite a difficult one, and I've spoke about more of this in a different video which will air in 2024, because over this sort of last week or so I've been filming for next year, and I've had many extractions before, but this specific one that I had to have stitches, so it must have been like a really difficult one. He did say that it was very fused to the bone, so but anyway, these stitches are supposed to come out themselves, because I said, like, do I need to go back and have them took out? But I couldn't work out, but apparently they, you know, dissolve themselves. So anyway, I couldn't work out what was causing the pain. Normally, if you get a dry socket, that tends to come on quite quick, and it will come out, you know, come on quite quickly, and you will soon know about it. But it wasn't dry socket, so I'm thinking, right. And then all the side of my face was swollen, and I couldn't work out, you know, what was causing it. And left it a couple of days, didn't really think much of it. And then I felt this wiry thing in my mouth, and it's starting of the stitch. It's the start of the stitches trying to work their way out. Let me just get something. So yeah, it's it was the start of the stitch falling out, but it seems to be attached still to the back of the gum or wherever it's been secured into. So it's, as much as my tongue tries to pull it out, which I'm not really supposed to do, it's stuck on something. So yeah, so still couldn't work out what the pain was. And then I've got dental tools, so basically I've got like a little dental mirror and thing that I got off Amazon, and I always use it to see what the issue is. And obviously while I'm trying to have a look, I've got to be mindful that I've got to try and keep clear of the extraction site, because I didn't want to dislodge the blood clot. And as I said, with upper teeth, I always, you know, they always heal nicely. The lower jaws are more prone to it because you eat mainly on your lower jaw. So yeah. So anyway, has a look, and I found like this massive ulcer. It was probably about the size of a garden pea, and I thought, oh great, because I have one at the back of my throat, and then somehow I've got it on the side of the cheek, but my gum is really inflamed. It's really swollen. So obviously I've been taking some ibuprofen, trying to, because that's an anti-inflammatory, it will take it down, trying to take that down. And last night at about 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up in excruciating pain, like not too painful, but where it felt like my jaw was literally on fire. And I went into the kitchen, just tried to have a walkabout, you know, get a bit of water, and I had to stand there boiling it because something's wrong with my tap, because they recently came in on Friday. They came in to do all the new worktop, and they've put that all in now, and they put the extractor fans in, and apparently I heard on them, I was talking to the electrician because he arrived first, and apparently he was going through what the extractor fans are and stuff, and apparently Havinteg said to them that they didn't want, or said to the electrician, they didn't want to pay out for the extractor fan. So it just goes to show that they don't like doing repairs. And then I'm thinking, well, what does my rent pay for then? We're paying rent, so, you know, use it what we pay it for. So it just goes to show that they don't like coughing up the money when it comes to repairs and stuff. But anyway, so I didn't realise, but I heard him talking about a new sink, and I was like, okay, I've already had a new sink installed, but anyway, I thought if they're going to replace it, I'll keep quiet on that one. And then they went, and one thing I noticed is my sink has always been landscape, so like this way for the bowl, because I always use a washing up bowl, but now they've switched it so it's portrait, and I don't like it. So I emailed Havinteg and said, look, you know, this is not the right type of thing. It's not put, there's no plug. Normally you get a little black plug with a chain on it, and there's no plug. And he said the sink that you've had installed is the new ones, because apparently the rubber plugs are perishing too quick. So whenever they do like new worktops and stuff, they're upgrading all the sinks. So now we get this horrible plug. It's actually a more better plug, but this plug, it's a metal plug with a rim on it. But you're supposed to pull it in the plug of the sink, and this part round here collects all the like the food and that. But this rubber is to seal it so that the drain don't fall, the water don't fall through there. But anyway, the last couple of hours or so, I've been getting this horrible taste of rubber coming from the water, and I spoke to my mum because I was like, what do I do? Do I contact the landlord and say I'm getting rubber coming through, or would it be down to the water company that supplies the water? Because wherever it is obviously, if it's further up, Havinteg can only do so much, but obviously if it's a problem further up the pipe work, then it means that it's angling water they've got to do it. And sometimes if they can't find the problem, they put a camera down the pipe, and it's just to try and find out where the blockage is coming from or whatever it is. But my mum didn't know, so I said, right, I'll email my guy that does plumbing on YouTube. And I said, what do you think it is? And he said it's quite common. So apparently when they install new pipe work, apparently because it's all new piping and that, it comes off the rubber, and apparently it can stay there for like 14 days. So you're supposed to like flush the water, like leave it running for so long. I've done that this morning at about an hour's worth, and it's still coming through. It's not as strong as it was, but it is still lingering. So I've raised the repair anyway to, you know, rule out anything, but obviously we'll have to wait and see what they say. But normally with pipes now, you don't get all that like hard piping. It's like a silver flexible cable thing, very similar to like my charging lead. It's like that flexibility stuff, but it's a silver pipe. So anyway, 3 o'clock in the morning, I was getting really quite pain, and I'm thinking to myself, what do I do? I can't take any more medication. I'm at my limit. So I got my cold pack thing out the fridge. Always keep it in the fridge, and it helped it. And then I got comfortable again and was managing to fall asleep again, and then it kicked off again, and then it woke me up again at about 11 o'clock, because weekends I tend to lie in as long as possible. It's the only time of the week I get a proper like lay-in and stuff, because I'm up like 7 o'clock every day. So it is, by the time you get to Friday, your body's just given up. But yeah, so I took some ibuprofen, and I thought, well, I'll have another look then and see what's causing it. So I knew that I had an ulcer on this side, and Amazon turned up really, really early today. Yesterday when I got a new backpack, because I'm always carrying stuff, and I hate carrying bags and stuff. And I looked while I was waiting for Amazon, I looked further into the gum, and I pulled it back a little bit so I could see up to the extraction. And my mirror, I pulled it as much as I can, and I had to use my dental mirror in the end to see what was causing it. And it turns out that say like that's your row of teeth going around the bottom jaw. So say like, I don't know, this yellow bit is the extraction site. So imagine that's a tooth with no hole in. Where the gum is either side of that with the tooth in, there's an ulcer right up the top of the gum at the side of that extraction. So that is probably what's causing it. I think what it is these stitches have caused a bit of cutting maybe into the gum, and that's what's caused it. So anyway, I had a rummage around on Amazon the previous night. I thought, I'm gonna need Bonjela. This is not gonna help, you know, because with ulcers, it won't go with like paracetamol and ibuprofen. Like normally they will clear up on their own, but all ibuprofen is going to do is release the swelling, and then obviously paracetamol just kills the pain. But I thought, well, I'll have a look on Amazon. The only way to get rid of these is by Bonjela. So I got this, and this was £4.90. And it's basically effective relief from mouth ulcers, relieves pain, targets swelling and infections. So apparently it's a double action. I've never had the double action one before, but yeah, it just feels like a lump on the side of your gum. That's what it feels like. Because it's obviously, I think what's happened is he's cut half the gum away, because when I had my extraction, he was having very difficult trying to get it out, and he said, right, I'm gonna have to cut it out. And I'm thinking, oh my god. So you see the knife go over your face, and you're looking over at it as it's crossing your eye for him to get it out and sort it out. And yeah, I was thinking, oh no, this is gonna hurt. But when you're lying in that chair, you forget that you're anaesthetised, so you're not gonna feel the pain. But so he's cut that out. But I think what's happened is, because he did say that it was very fused to the bone, and he was drilling, and he couldn't get it out, so he had to cut into it. And I think perhaps that's what's happened. He's cut the gum out, removed a bit, and then he sewed it back on. And then apparently the stitches just fall out themselves. But last night I was like, I can't do diamond painting like this, you know, so I'll cut it off. So I do humbly appreciate that comment, Deborah. So, oh my god, Deborah. Debbie, sorry. My aunt is called Deborah, but she hates being called Deborah, so she calls herself Debbie. But yeah, Debbie's such a lovely name. But anyway, I appreciate that. Normally if I put that video up that says sorry, no diamond painting, it's either one, I'm in pain, or two, I've literally got exhausted and I just need like a day off from filming and stuff. But yeah, we've got that Bon Jovi, as my granddad says. He calls Bonjela Bon Jovi. He goes, where's the Bon Jovi? And my mum was like, what? And she goes, do you mean Bonjela? And he's like, yeah. But yeah, hopefully this sorts it. But you only get a very little tiny tube in there. It's only a 15-gram tube, so you can only use it every so often. So what I've decided to do is I'll put some on in the morning, and then just before I go to bed, I normally take my Ramipril after 7 o'clock, which is my high blood pressure pill. But I'm thinking if I take that about 11, as I'm sleeping, it can be, you know, trying to kill this ulcer, because some of them, the one that's near the extraction site looks a bit small, but the one on my cheek is really big. I think I've got a photo actually. See if I can show you an idea of what I mean. I think it's on my iPhone. Yeah, it's quite a big one, this. Let me see if I can show you guys. Yeah, there it is. So for any people that don't like gory stuff, just look away now. But can you see it's like a really big is quite a big one. So the only way to get rid of that, because what's happening is, as you can see, I've had to pull the cheek like apart from the teeth. So the only, that's obviously, as I'm closing my mouth, it's pushing under into the extraction or the side, on the side of the tooth. So the tooth is obviously aggravating it, and perhaps that's what's happened. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this bloody Bonjela works. Otherwise, I'll give up. But I am going back to the dentist on Wednesday to just rule out if it is a dry socket. But I personally don't think it is. If that was dry socket, you wouldn't be able to sleep, because dry socket will not work with over-the-counter medications. So, yeah. But yes, we're back up to running, and you sort of have to, when I'm in pain, I just try to ignore it. So I just try to get on with things as much, unless it's really unbearable that I have to intervene, and you know. But you can have ibuprofen and paracetamol together, because that's basically what Nuramol is. Nuramol is basically a very strong pill. It's paracetamol and ibuprofen, but in one pill. But there's like a 9-hour gap before you can take the next one. So yeah, but just a reminder, is it next week? Let's have a look. There's the calendar. So, oh no, we've got another week, right. This week along here, the 24th up to the 31st, there's going to be no videos because I need a physical break from painting. So yeah, I need that lovely respite period. Respite, I think I've said that wrong, but I want a week off from everything. So yes, no more painting for another week. So we've got one more week and then we'll take that off. But I have decided what I'm going to do is August we are going to be saying goodbye to the summer paintings. So if I've done some unboxings where there's more summer paintings in there, that's going to be rolled over to next year, which I don't normally do. I normally just carry on, but there's no point starting a new one if we're going to be tying down or winding down, if you were, like, of these summer ones. I'm going to try and do a couple of lives as well, just to sort of like 1 or 2 hour lives as we sort of get closer and closer to that last Friday, just to try and move it along. So, or what I might do is I'll do like the Easter theme on the Saturday and then finish off the summer ones that we've started on the Sunday. Might do that, but either way we'll still continue them until they're done. So, because August is the start of the cats, yes. So we're going to be bringing in cats. Because I was like, well, I don't really know what to do for August, because I tried to do, when I very first started out painting, I always used to like do a different painting, and it wasn't really themed as such. And then as I've moved on to themes, seeing all these creators that do events and stuff on painting, it sort of gave me a good idea to do like a themed month each month. So, and I was thinking, oh, shall I extend the summer into August? And then I'm thinking, well, June and July are really sort of the summer months. So I thought August would be a perfect time to start these cats, because I've got that white one, that colourful one with the white background. I've got another one from Temu. I've got one from the range that I got, and yeah, but it won't be lions, because obviously lions are part of the cat family, but these are purely just going to be cats. Then in September we've got Harry Potter, which I'm really looking forward to be doing. I haven't started, I've started the Hogwarts Express, but that's the only one so far. I've got 2 Hogwarts Express. One came from, oh gosh, Amazon I think it was, and then the other one came from the works. So that's going to be September. October obviously is Halloween. So that'll be that, and we'll try and finish off that pumpkin that we worked on last year, but we need to find some square jewels for that. And then obviously November is sort of like fireworks and stuff, so I've got a few firework paintings like the London Bridge with the fireworks on. I've now got to be doing a Paris one as well, because Paris, I watch a channel called Diamond Paints Pillar, and she did a unboxing of a Paris diamond painting, and I thought, oh yeah, I like that, so I was like, I've got to get that. So then we go into December, and there's quite a lot of Christmassy ones. We'll finish off the Coca-Cola truck, which I really had a blast on that, singing all this, you know, the Christmas songs, and yeah, we've got a few coming up in that. Then obviously January is the return of the Lions, and then February is the month of Sunday morning love you, Monday morning love you, I wanna love you every day. Do you remember when I used to play Bim the Rim every Sunday and we were singing Sunday morning love you? Yeah, that was quite fun. I haven't forgot about the swans. The swans, oh hello, we've got a different one there. The swans, one of the videos took a while to locate because I had to cut something, and I thought I made a cut, but I didn't. It turns out that I scrapped the whole of the video, so I was like, it took me ages to figure out why this video weren't there, and then I realised that I do recall remembering scrapping that one video, and then the video that's behind it has got about 5 different cuts that I need to do, and it's quite time consuming. And I did all the cuts, and then my laptop decided to die, and I had to start all over again because it didn't save it. So I'm thinking we'll bring that back on the or whatchamacallit, on the February. Then March, I'm not too sure yet. May is obviously the Chelsea Flower Show, so I always do flowers in March. So you'll see the one that I got from Vintage, you'll see the one from Angela. And I did used to do a Works one, but I can't remember what happened with the drills, they got lost. So that one's just got to wait for some colours to crop up. I would say, if you've lost colours, I wouldn't recommend buying it again, because remember that if you're a diamond painter that gets quite a lot of diamond paintings throughout the month, I would just wait for a painting to come in, do that painting, and then keep the spares and try and do it that way, because that way it's going to save yourself like what, £5 a painting. So yeah, but yeah, it's quite nice to do the cow. I think tomorrow we've got, let me just have a look, yeah, it's back to Wilbur tomorrow, and then so after that, oh, hang on a minute, what's happened here? Yeah, so no, sorry, it's not Wilbur. I'm looking at the following week. We've got the cow today, and then the 16th is the rooster. So we're back to Henry the rooster. We've got Daisy today. Then next week we've got the chicken, which was, did I name that? I can't remember. And then we've got the Wilbur, so that's quite a nice one. I do like it when we get the chicken and the Wilbur together. And then the week after that is the break, and then I go into doing cats. And then the plan of action is to continue doing the Easter theme on the weekends until they're done. But I'm thinking turning weekends into lives. So yeah, we might change it into a live on a weekend and do like a 2-hour live maybe, just to really sort of get these done and dusted, because they're now, this Easter theme is so running late. It should have really been finished in April, but yeah, because really I want to get it into a position where you start, you know, a painting and finish it within that month, but I've never been able to do it. And obviously when you're single placing, that's going to slow you up anyway. Multi-placing, you will gain time. So yeah, But yeah, not really an awful busy week next week. Same old, same old. Work and more work. Apart from Tuesday when I go and visit my relatives to see if there's anything. I'll do that on the way home from work, and then I can just get a later train. That's what I like about my ticket. I can do what's called a breaker. So I can say buy a ticket from Braintree to Chelmsford, and then if I wanted to stop off in Witham, I can stop off in Witham and then get back on the train, and it wouldn't cost me anything, because it wouldn't cost me anything else. Can't get it out. What's going on, Mike? It wouldn't cost me anything extra because I've already paid for the journey between them routes. So I found the colours today for these sunflowers and I'm tempted, but let's just focus on this for the minute. This painting's gone in a very weird shaping, because I normally do blocks, but for some reason I'm having no block today. But yeah, I haven't really done any painting since I think it was Thursday night, because I did some Thursday, but Friday I had to pack everything away because obviously the contractors and that. And now I weren't very happy with him, because he was going, what are all these drills? And he meant these. And I'm thinking, so you're looking at my drills when you're supposed to be doing the work that you're laid out to do. And then they're sitting in their van having a milkshake, and I'm thinking, whoa, back it up. If you're gonna just stand out, because you know what it's like, they stand out there for ages before they start, and it was just really, really annoying. And you would think that they would have their refreshments or their beverages before they start. So yeah, and it was like, there's loads of these everywhere, and I'm like, yes, I'm a diamond painter. But yeah, I hate it when they're like, and then it goes, oh, I've just found a check in the drawer, and I'm thinking, excuse me, why have you, do you see what I mean? And then he pulled out my diamond painting drawer, my baking drawer, because obviously I didn't realise, they told me, I said, do you need anything clearing? And they said, only the top needs clearing, but obviously there's a bracket thing under the worktops that secure it to the unit. So he pulled out the baking tray, and I looked at him and he was laughing, and I'm thinking, why are you looking through my stuff? You know, it really irritates me. And I put a complaint in, because I said, he's looking through personal things, and he's constantly having breaks, because he must have had he's one of these contractors, because he's new and I've never had him before, but he's one of these contractors. He'll do a little bit, then he goes out for a cigarette, then he does a bit more, then he goes back out again. And the electrician was in and out, he just wants to get it done and dusted and gone, you know? So, yeah. So I said, look, can I not have that engineer anymore? It's a shame, because it used to be Terry and Wayne, but unfortunately it seems as if he's left now. So, but I was hearing their conversation, because you know what it's like, they talk, but it's always funny when you've got the main worker and then the other one, and I felt so sorry for this chap, because he's going, can you go and clear all the rubbish, can you get this tool, can you get that tool? And he's just he doesn't really do anything, he just stands there waiting for him to collect. He's like the collect person, so he just brings the tools, and stuff like that. And I've been in a job like that, and I felt like I was being bossed about, so I was like, I'm not your skivvy, I'm not your slave. So yeah, I left shortly after, because it really wound me up. And when you feel like saying, get it for yourself, do something yourself, and you can't. But I like the way this is going. It's sort of like hiding the flower in, so that's quite nice. So yeah, And then tonight I'm deciding, should I have a sausage butty or should I have pizza? Decisions, because I really fancy sausage. And I also fancy pizza. So, what to do? I think I'll have sausage sandwich because I always have pizza. I'm known as the pizza boy because, well, I'm not a boy as such, I'm a man, but I'm actually 30. But they always used to call me pizza boy because all I ever eat is pizza. I'm being serious. Pizza and custard creams is my diet. Pizza's just like so easy. You put it in, job done. Like, if I was doing a roast, it's so time consuming. But normally Christmas is quite nice because normally I help my mum at Christmas do the turkey, so we cook it through the night, and then one of us sets an alarm just to check on it. Because you don't really, Christmas Day, you don't want to wake up and then have to cook the chicken, wait all day for it to cook. You just want to have it done, prep, job done, you know. But I think that's the one meal that I enjoy out of the whole year. What was that? That's the point. Angela McCabe, haunting going on with Angela's life journey. I saw a video on your channel. Was it a party or something you were having? Because I could see all scones and I think it was like crackers or something on a table. Was it like a birthday celebration or something? You were all having some bits and nibbles and stuff. Yeah, so tonight I'm going to finish off watching, I've been watching Gnomeo and Juliet. Love that film. And you know when I said in my videos, ding dong bunny parada coconut diddly diddly, that's what, that phrase is from that film. So there's a little gnome that runs through the path in his mankini and he goes ding dong bunny parada coconut. I've always wanted a gnome, like it's a statue. They sell these lovely ones in Asda. Asda price. That's the slogan. They go Asda price and then they tap their charities as if like changing it. But they used to sell these ones for 50 quid and they were quite high, you know, probably the size of like a bin or something. So yeah, they were quite good. And tomorrow I've got to go to the Amazon locker, pick up my bits, and then be back here for 8 o'clock for Wild at Heart. So it's pre-recorded, but I like to watch it when it used to air, which is like 8 o'clock time. So yeah. Ding dong, money, butter, coconut. There they are standing in a row. I've actually got some fish pens on the way. And another beautiful painting that's a butterfly I can exclusively reveal. Don't normally say what it is until the unboxing, but I thought why not? And it's a really gorgeous one. So I love me butterflies, I love me lions. I think I'll always be like an animal diamond painter. I can't see myself doing any, I may do some others, but I've always been an animal sort of painter. And Linda, hello Martin, it's Linda. If you watch Little Britain, you'll know what I mean. But anyway, Linda, how's Mrs. Piggy coming along? She's got Wilbur's girlfriend. You need to choose a name, Linda, because we need to tell Wilbur what your pig's girlfriend is. That's just come out really wrong. Tell Wilbur what his pig's girlfriend is. That does not sound the right way round to me. We need to tell... Oh, I'll give up. I've not mentioned anything else about the Titan submersible, have they? So They did say that they found human remains, but there's not been any other mention on it. But this Wimbledon, oh man, they need to get rid of it. It's all day long. And weekends are boring, so there's nothing on, but I like a bit of background noise on in the background, but... Ooh. Ding dong balipala coconut, they are standing in a row. I'd love to be in the choir. I used to be in the choir when I was in my very first preschool, which was Templars in Witham, and it's still there to this day. It's amazing how it can still be there after all these years, because it's a really old school. And we used to sing a song called Eyes Like a Sunrise. Eyes like a sunrise, like a rainbow down my soul. Anyway, but yeah, it'll soon be Christmas, 5 months, all the joys of bloody Christmas. As you get older, you sort of treat it as like a normal day, but we don't want Christmas yet, no. Let's get the summer out of the way first. Oh, it's coming along. I mean, all it needs is for this to come into a block. All we need to do is just fill the... I think if we sort of like do it sort of that line along there, we can easily fill that in as get it into a block. Yeah, I think that's what I'd like to do, I think. So if we say that that's probably going to be the last line, we'll go back over the colours to make this into a block, and then we'll work our way down and get it into block process. Yeah, that will work really well, I think. Because then once we've filled there, we've got the regime back. It's only because I didn't have enough trays. The problem is with me is that I kit up every colour, and that's where we go wrong, because you don't really need to kit up every single colour. So, yeah. How's Spodo, Debbie? Is he doing well? Sunny Stormy, your video 41 seconds in on one of the videos, the comments are turned off, so you might want to have a look at that if you've not done it already, because I watched it but I couldn't comment on it, so I don't know why they keep turning it off. It's almost like a robot's doing it. Like every time you turn them on, they turn them off again. I don't know why YouTube keep prattling about with things. Like every time you get, it's like when YouTube Studio well, it was classic YouTube, and then it changed into Studio. I don't know about you guys, but I much prefer the classic version. I don't like the Studio look. But every time you get used to something, they then cancel it again, and then they upgrade it or whatever. But this has a butterfly in it. I've got a butterfly in this, it's right down there, look. There's one there, there's one there. Will we have enough, guys? Look, I've only got that much left. I think that's, yeah, this is basically all the A now, so boom boom. The A team. I'd love to, I'm going to challenge myself. I need to buy a spider diamond painting to get over my arachnophobia of spiders. Ugh. Even just thinking about them, I get goosebumps. So, it just seems like whenever you mention the word spider, about a day later you find one in your house. I don't know why. It's like the other day, I opened the windows up because it was really hot, and I found one on my ceiling, and it's like, how the hell do they crawl up the wall to get into your seat, to get into your window, and then crawl into your house? Ding dong, banana coconut. We're all going on a summer holiday. No more working for me or you. His actual Cliff Richards is his like stage name. His actual real name is Ricky Webb. Fun and laughter on a summer holiday. La 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 la. For a dream or two. We're going where the sun shines brightly. We're going where the sea is blue. I can see it in the movie. So let's see if it's true. What was that film that he did in a double-decker bus? I've got a few double-decker bus friends on YouTube that I watch, and yeah, really great videos and stuff. They're basically, and I watched his channel on TikTok. He's called, I think his name's Dave, but he builds, there's this really old bus in a field, and he builds his, I think he's bringing it back to life, because the engine, the one I watched, the engine weren't working, and the work he's done to it is absolutely fantastic. So I think it's called The Old Bus or Dave's Bus, something like that. So Me and My Bus it might be called, but yeah, it's really good. Some of the way they could, you know, some of these buses, the way they can convert them, I've seen programs where people have converted it into a camper van, you know. They've turned the upstairs into a bedroom and the downstairs into like a living room area. It's just amazing how they do these things. I'm going to finish this line, and then I'm going to have a bit of my drink there, or in pirate language, a bon licky licky. Because if you watch Pirates of the Caribbean, on Dead Man's Chest, where he's sitting on his throne eating that sausage hand thing, he goes, bon licky licky. Do you like that name? Bon licky licky. I mean, bonbons is French for sweet, so it's obviously a French pronunciation. But, you know. I'm gonna get some more wine by the looks of it, so God blimey, that's gone quick. Could have sworn we only started this at 16:15. It's now 17:58. Sorry, 5:58, which is 17:58. 5 is 12 hours, and then 24 is 17. But yeah, I should have a much more comfortable night tonight. I've run out of ibuprofen. Sorry, not ibuprofen. The paracetamol. Now I like the capsule ones, and I can only get them in the co-op. So unfortunately, they didn't have none. Because capsules will, you know, they'll work faster, but. I like the Nurofen ones. There's a little red pill in the Nurofens, and they're red capsules, and they're really, really fast at working and stuff. But yes. I'd like to do a fire engine diamond painting as well, or like a tank of some sort, or like a historic building, like the Tate Museum. I used to go there years ago on a school trip, and we went to this giant sculpture of a spider, and the body of it was made out of bins, and it had like eggs in it. It was really cool. I don't know if it's still there today, actually. I don't know. Let's see if I can find a photograph. Tate Museum, London, spider. And if you touched anything, they would have like security guards around it, and if you touched anything, it would send the alarm off. Yeah, there it is. So this is the giant spider that was out of the Tate Museum. It was really, really cool. But the one inside, I think there was another one inside. I've never seen this one outside, but the one inside had this bin part here with white eggs in it. You could see the white eggs, but yes, that brings back memories. And this is what I said. Your brain is such a remarkable thing because it can remember almost all these years on. You know, it's such a remarkable thing. Ooh. Oh no, I don't think we've got enough. Panic station, quick. We've not got enough, there's no more in the bag. Oh no, what are we going to do? Oh dear, we'll have to have a look around for some spare drills because they've only provided this much of the bag and they're all got... Oh no, I know what's happened. Yeah, I've seen them now. They're in the bag, but something's gone wrong with the bag, and I hate bags like this. But the bag is all static. So as you can see here, they are like all static, and I hate it when it's like that. Oh, I've just dropped all these. Oh man, no. See what we can do here. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Load me. Don't like picking jewels off. See, I've just been so busy. I need to get that video. There's a channel that I watch on TV, and she goes like this. I've just been so busy. It's so funny, but I don't know if I can show it because I'll probably get a copyright strike for that. But then again, we pay for a TV license, so you know, if they did, I'd argue it. So simple as that. That license covers you for recording, so why not? Oh no. Jill don't want to come up. Come on, man. Don't have time for this. Don't have bloody time, you know. Come on. But when they were taking up the worktop, because I had an electrical fault, and my hob, on your oven you've got buttons that turn the hob rings on, and every time I turned it, it was tripping the master socket. The master socket is a big fuse box thing that's in your house that controls everything, basically the circuit breaker. So if there's too much voltage running, for danger, high voltage. There's a song about that. Hence why I just sang it. But if there's too much voltage running through, it will break. The circuit will break in and cut the circuit. Which is basically if the circuit breaker kicks in, all the electric goes off. But he actually said that there was burn marks on it. So yeah. But he's in Cornwall now, apparently, that contractor. So yeah. 21st, I've got a new radiator coming in because the amount of upgrades they're doing, they want to now replace the radiator. So yeah. And there we go. On that note, guys, we are done. I'm going to leave that there for today because I just wanted to tackle that one for this evening. But that's that. So that is the cow done, painting done. Tomorrow we've got the rooster. So Henry the rooster's back. So really, really cool. And I don't know when we're next going to do the cow. I'll tell you what, we will put that in now. So we've got chicken and Wilbur next week. Let's put it on the cow, 10 AM. I do try to aim for 10 AM, but I can't always do it if I'm busy and out and about working and stuff. So yes, 10 AM we will do the cow on Saturday the 5th of July, and then I think 10 AM we'll do Wilbur the pig. And let's do that one Sunday the 6th of August. Let's do that live for a change. Do you reckon I should do it live? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Let's do Wilbur the 6th. Yeah, so what I've done, let's spice it up a bit here. Let's do, I'll put the cow in for Saturday the 5th of July, and then we'll spice it up a bit, and we'll do Wilbur the pig live on Sunday the 6th of August. I've just got to remind myself to not film it, because if I film it and then film it again, I've got to cancel the live because I would have pre-recorded for the following week. So yeah, that's what it's looking like. So we've now got the top of the shed done, or the barn, barn. And I just love this painting because it's covered in this lovely field of sunflowers. But as I said, if you want to get this, it is available for Amazon. I think they do it on Temu as well. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified of all the videos that I do. And I'll see you next time for another session of this lovely Days of the Cow. Catch you later.